while I sit back and observe people, my experiences, vibrations, energies, frequencies, it just stirs me to do what I need to do even more. You know? Because people share their ideas with you, their thoughts with you, and more than likely, unless they're really open-minded about that life, more than likely, what you say don't matter to them until they hear it from someone that matters to them, right? I can let you know what's going on in the planets that's affecting Earth, your emotions, your feelings, your energy and vibration, but it's not until you hear it from a scientist or an astrologer you trust in or your doctor, right? That you want to do something about it. You could go somewhere and hear straight magic. You can hear about, what's going on with time and spirit and energy and just so many other things. But you're not going to really listen to it or take it into an account to possibly change your life, possibly consciously change your life, until it comes from somebody that means something to you, right? Some regard. And it's usually an authority figure, someone you perceive as wise, right? Um, it's really interesting. So now I'm just realizing why I don't enjoy putting my voice and my space into people's place or into people's experience. Just have what they share, bounce off me, and keep it pushing. Because I may say something that help them out, and I may say something that make it worse, right? And I may say something that's just totally disregarded, right? Wasting my precious throat chakra energy on those who don't want to hear, right? But when I do something like this, something like YouTube or something like my blog, something like my journal, something like being with my ancestors, Mother Nature, one, I'm just sharing it. So if you believe it or you don't believe it, if you like it, if you don't like it, if you fuck with it, if you don't fuck with it, if you, I don't know, I don't think we can say cuss words here. Excuse me, YouTube. I don't even cuss much YouTube. But listen, um, it doesn't matter here. It's just me sharing it. And now it is in my data. It's in my files. It gets to stay here on the internet for my access, for my children's access, for my students' access, for my employees' access, for anyone's access, but most importantly, my own. So I have all these thoughts and I have all these ideas, and instead of wasting it by sharing it with others who are not gonna, they're not gonna do anything like for me. So I have to just go in and just speak it. And those who are going to do something about it, those who are going to help, those who do want to do the things that I think of or that I'm into, they will come up. They will come up because this is the internet, right? We're connected worldwide. Maybe you're over there in Thailand and want to build an idea. Maybe you are in one of the countries of Africa and you want to change and build from over there. There's so many different people's frequencies, energies, wavelengths that one can connect to. And it doesn't have to shift and merge to what others desire. So again, I'm just treating this as my personal journal space until I get more structured and more organized to play in this game of life. To have a strategy to play in this beautiful game of life. And fuck what everybody else thinks. Their opinions. You know, they say you get haters as you go up, right? So not everyone is here to motivate you. Not everyone is here to vibe higher with you. So just stay around those people that give you those great vibrations. And all will slowly begin to get better. Yeah. So shout out to this change. Shout out to the tribe, my tribe. All you other tribes out there, much love. And my thing to work on is making decisions, right? Thank you, Goddess Zenja, for giving us the idea, or reminding us of the idea to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, make a decision, right? Have a countdown, make a decision. And you learn how to make decisions faster the more you work on like your brain and your mind, your intuition, stuff like that. But I definitely want to just be more mindful of making decisions faster, which means developing myself and make the moves I'm supposed to make, because I'm really just fucking myself over when I don't. So we all are. This is motivating, okay? We all do. We all have a blueprint out there that really works for us. Blueprints of success. Have you guys heard of stuff like that? There's so many systems. There's so many ways we can go about our goals and our plans and our visions. Just manifesting overall. But it's a challenge. It's a challenge against one's inner self, inner me, not enemy, inner me, to not be triggered, to not let the subconscious unhealthy habits rule, to be better with communication, to build greater relationships with others outside of building a great relationship with oneself. It's just so many layers. And this young lady that I know mentioned this movie she watched and how it was showing that the stress of trying to pick a routine was helping to make someone even die even sooner, right? And I surely thought to say my piece on that, but I'm gonna share it with you here. The struggle to have healthier options, to make healthier choices, is there because we need it to be there. You need the struggle to choose. Do what makes you grow or do what makes you stay the same. That's it. So if you're stressed out by it, that's because of a couple of things. But it's nothing you can't overcome. For me, for instance, like getting my schedule organized is very like, right? But I know once it's done, it's done. Everything moves smoothly after that because it's done. I don't do YouTube on the random because I scheduled when I do it. Right? I don't call people on the random. I schedule when I call. I don't cook on the random. I schedule when I cook. And then once I get in a rhythm, right? We were doing this boxing thing you all didn't see. Kundalini yoga too, you need to get in a rhythm to keep up doing difficult things. You need to get a rhythm for it. To do difficult things, you need a rhythm. And then once that rhythm is in place, you've reached new levels of yourself. So then when you're ready to add in, okay, let me take this flight. Even though Monday this I do this, Tuesday I do this, Wednesday now, I'm doing so long I got the routine, it's all flowing, it's all going. YouTube's popping out. Food already done. I'm not hungry and then looking for food, you know? Once the rhythm is in flow, then you can move because structure, flow is already there. The roots, the foundation is already there. Now, for many of us, that's a workout. That's a workout. But we got it. We got it. So I'm gonna peace out, y'all. Make a banana smoothie for my divine partner and myself. The smoothie is going to include Califia's almond milk, frozen bananas, a little bit of chocolate chips, barbecue sauce, guacamole, hummus, nah, juice, biscuit and mushrooms, a mango, spinach. No, I'm playing. It's just gonna be milk, bananas, chocolate chips, peanut butter, and then we're gonna add in the big boys. Watch out for the big boys. Hemp seeds, plant protein. And we're gonna throw a little bit of chia in that bad boy today. I'll let you know about chia another time and why it's a very great addition to your meals and what it does to clean out your body. You should Google it in the meantime. Much love to all of you. Get on this ninja here and make it happen. Need to get a lot of things done in my life, all incorporating or all surrounding around self-love, right? Because once I have self-love fully ingrained in myself, I'll do more things that show myself and my world how much I love myself and my world. And things will flow like I want them to because I love myself. When I love myself, I do things that make things flow in my world. Right? I co-create with Source way better when I put myself first, when I love myself, when I get up and meditate, when I get up and stretch, when I do what I said I'm going to do, when I have integrity. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel productive and growing and expanding and doing what I'm supposed to do. And when I don't, I feel the fall of that too. Okay? And just know, as we grow on the ladder of evolution, the further, when you fall, it's going to be a harder fall, right? Because you knew way better, right? You knew not to go backwards. You knew how far, it's infinite to go up. So when we're going, you're not just going to fall to the next level. You're usually going to fall like back, like on your back, you know, legs up. Remember humility? You remember discipline? You remember focus? You remember consistency? You remember commitment? All these things. Shout out to Saturn, the planet that rules that energy. And shout out to everything that I know about that people who don't know about it gonna know about more later. Because you don't get it. You don't see it. It's not your area of focus. Just like there's some things that you'll know that I won't be getting until it's out in the public and when everybody knows, right? Glad to go outside any Tahuski connect with other people, other entrepreneurs, the people growing and expanding. And gratitude to have another challenge to myself, being reactive and impulsive and giving a damn about what other people say and think, not making moves that I want to make because, I'm not in my own space or getting to do what I want to do. Like, it's all cool. So another day of regular challenges, right? They just keep coming. There's no way to stop them. So, yeah. And I didn't get to show y'all, but really shout out to those Harlem books that I saw. One of them was it was like Harlem Mind, it was called. And it was just sharing from like the 1900s to 1960s, 70s or so. It's a lot of the energy and culture that was happening here. And then the other book was a New York Times book filled with the article titles that a lot of them had. And why I was really interested in that, to be around in the community, when things are printed, it's much harder to change than when they're on the internet. So when the government, the matrix, when they shift things, they shift it on many different levels. Like, something could have happened in April 1st, 1976, and you're like, man, I would have swore like we bombed Japan that day. Like, I think that. But you go back and it's like erased from time. Like, they'll change it, a new date or a new title or a new saying or new something, and you're like, are you sure that's what happened? Because I think this happened. But you don't know for certain because you don't have proof. So I like that book because it had articles that were printed, and of course they could have already changed some of those articles, but it's cool to have evidence that things are being tinkered with, right? But again, truths are coming out more. This is the Aquarian age, so even though they change it, we're gonna see it regardless. Authenticity is gonna come out more. True, everything. And shout out to me, learning how to be more authentic, learning how to honor my feelings, learning how to just be great without anybody needing to uplift me or hype me or say I'm great or say that I'm not great. I don't give a damn either way. Like, that's the energy that I'm in. Just being neutral and like this not caring thing. They tell you to do this in business. Lose your emotion, right? Lose your energy and motion. Lose the fact of tuning in with your emotions to see what the other person is saying to you. Again, I don't get it. But I'm attempting to balance that out. So I'll be back again tomorrow. Way better structure. We're definitely going to continue doing that Kundalini yoga, Nabi Kriya, just for 1 minute. We're going to do 1 minute for 3 days, and we're going to do 2 minutes for 3 days, and we're going to do 3 minutes for 3 days, and that's going to go all the way till September 9th, until the new moon is here, and we've gotten up to 5 minutes. We'll be doing 5 minutes for the 3rd time on September 9th. So I'm really grateful for that focus energy. It's really helpful, again, for the core and other areas of the body. And then I'm gonna come back stronger with some other things, right? I need to read more. I need to trade more. I need to go outside more. I need to eat more. To do a lot of things more. And we got our convention coming up next month. Still got things to pay for. And that's on me. That's on the energy I put out, because I won't receive the currency unless I make room for that to come. Unless I make moves for that to come. So shout out to my trading plan. I'm already excited to create my trading plan today, Sunday. Get it out there and get ready for this week. 10 pips and dip is my focus. At least 10 trades a day. And then I also want to just give a shout out to Sundays in general, because we have calls back to back that really can spark you or re-energize you or remind you to wake the fuck up when you're not on your P's and Q's. This is why I love the tribe and other things and experiences like this that slap me in my face again to say, look what you're doing, you know? So, karma, law and effect, like cause and effect. It all comes into play. And so we'll be on tonight, 8 o'clock, from 8 o'clock on, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having our team calls. We're going to be having calls with our millionaire mentors, 6-figure and 7-figure. We're going to be having calls with Christopher Terry. You're all invited to a couple of those calls. But if you wanted to trade with someone who's made 9 figures in the market, then you'd want to come on that call tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. Like, subscribe, share, and I'm here showing up, and I know showing up will eventually make it unfold into what it's supposed to be. And people do this all the time. That one person in their room sharing and doing what it do, right? Just like Infinite Waters. You go through his history, change, right? So I know it takes time and compounding and all these other things. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the journey. I'm here to remain committed to my growth so that I can help myself and then help the world. SOS. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. SOS. Save yourself. Save yourself. Because you don't want anybody drowning your energy or taking from you or making you feel any type of way. Right? And that can happen in any relationship. So, yeah. We're working on the self relationship. All is self. Peace, y'all. Much love. Much prosperity.